Hey guys, kinggath here with episode 16 of my Sim Settlements 2 and Chapter 2 Let's Play series. This is an edited version of some live streams I did, so if you're interested in catching the full, super verbose version of this stream, it'll be listed as week 16. I have a link to the playlist below. Alright, all that said guys, enjoy the trimmed down Let's Play. Because as everybody I've watched play through CPD, they're like, oh, I hope I can build CPD outposts in my settlements. And we wanted that. And thanks to Captain Laserbeam, we have that now, because in the last patch, he added a couple of building plans for us. So I'll actually build some of those and show them to you guys. So we got that unlocked, and we should get, yep, the Protect and Serve, which is our 1x1 advanced type, and then actually we need to update those descriptions. It should say advanced defenses, I think it's supposed to say. I'll have to look and compare to our other building plans and see if we have the text on that matching. But anyway, we'll go build those back in, I guess we'll do it in Sanctuary. Why not? Let's go do that right away. All right, so we want advanced defenses. And then this one, we're gonna actually have to choose the specific building plan because there should be an advanced defenses already built into SS2. Yeah, so there's the rubble bunker, and we want this one. Okay, so requires skilled agility. So yeah, I gotta fix these messages. I forgot to go over them to make sure they match up the pattern and all the rest of them. Yes, pay and build. Oh, yep, there's some gunners. All right, we'll kill some gunners while we're... Hello. What a good way to kick off a video. Killing gunners. Oh, oh. I'm always worried I'm gonna pop a settler that's dressed in a little bit of green. Whoa, 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 whoa! Hey, take it easy, buddy. Get him, Codsworth. Oops. Hey, we defended that. I totally forgot we had the defend sanctuary quest up.
Out here?
All the loot. Give me all the loot. Talking about boring, you guys. Vitomatic. We'll do some quick scanning here.
Crops.
Well, you got a disease, buddy. Mole rat disease and bone worms. Well, that's a bummer. All right, you got some stats growing. What about you, buddy? We're gonna just check a few. Oh, you know who we should check is the named ones. He's got int 4. Oh, I should look at their hobbies and see how many of these are actually getting assigned to the different things. Yeah, you don't even have a hobby yet, and you also only have 5 luck and mole rat disease. I also fixed, for next patch, I fixed all the bugs we ran into last week with the scene in Vault 81. I know a lot of you guys have run into that. I know a bunch of people was like, yes, that's the same thing that happened to me. It turned out that for some reason you had to like keep clicking over and over again when Berman was coming through the radio to get that scene to work, and it was for every single scene. Oh, Teresa's tied up on a bed. That's interesting.
Hi.
Well, you sure took your sweet time. I'm sorry. It ain't you I should be mad at. It's the gunners.
Oh, that's right. So this is one of the little differences in the story.
Took us all by surprise. We tried to fight back, but it was no use. It was over as fast as it started. And they beat us and tied us up. And then some big guy, he dragged off old Paul. I don't know why, but we ain't seen him since.
Okay, before we discuss this with Teresa, there's 2 things. I got to finish my other thought, and then we got to talk about why Teresa was tied up on the bed. So my other thought was, if you, I don't know what the condition, I don't remember what the condition, is if you didn't side with Algernon, so he's not an option, then the Overseer is an option, where Gwen would actually talk, and it's actually a well-written scene, where it actually, the lines that were reused for her sound totally good, but that scene never worked, apparently, and I got it working. So now that, hopefully, that's the end of major issues for that quest. I also fixed whatever was going on with Mansfield, where he got stuck in that weird animation. So like I'm hoping that that quest for people who start a new save after Friday's patch will no longer be our boogeyman quest, and then it'll be some other quest that's the problem for everybody. Okay, so now let's talk about Teresa here. So if you have Stodge and his little crew, then they manage to fight off the gunners. If you don't, then everybody gets tied up. So actually, if I were to look around in the settlement, I would have found more than just Teresa all tied up. That was like a little thing that some of you guys may not have experienced the same thing, because I think a lot of you guys side with Stodge, but I intentionally pissed him off just because I wanted to show people you could. Wait, who are you?
I got so many flavors of mayhem for sale.
Hey there.
Better buy my big guns now, because you bet your ass your enemies will.
I know I've heard of Cricket, but I don't think I've ever seen her. I appreciate that she's all strung out looking, because the other character I know named Cricket is also strung out.
What kind of stuff do you have?
If it can chamber cock and spit out lead, then I sell it. I sell slashers and clobberers too, for those maniacs that like it up close. But hot death flying faster than the speed of sound? Oh, my knees are getting weak just from thinking about it.
Anyway, if you guys know of any mods like that. And then the saddest moment in all of chapter 2. Little Cola hanging out by a Paul.
I'll find who did this. I promise.
I don't know why Cola's not making noise, because it's even sadder when you hear her doing the well, you get to go to Sanctuary with everybody else, Little Cola. Alright, let's see here. Cola is a worker. She's in security. That's hilarious. Okay, that's a bug. I'll leave it for now because it's a fun bug, but yeah, that's not intentional.
No need to fill me in. Aiden's already been in contact. He's got me up to speed. But it was a lot of information to take in all at once. He also told me about old Paul.
He died fighting for the Commonwealth. He's a hero in anyone's book.
He helped build a settlement for folks he only just met. He gets captured trying to defend it, and then he dies insulting the gunner that took him. Yeah, he's a hero, all right. But I suppose now we do know where the comm hub is, and there's a Gunner's Plaza. We could take it back. I'm just not so sure this attack plan is the best way. Although you don't have to decide anything just yet. Just keep Lupe's plan in mind.
Whatever you decide, if you're going to attack the plaza, you'll need to know its layout.
Huh, that's a good point. Our chances of pulling this off would be a lot better if we all knew where everything was.
I could make a rough sketch, but it would be missing a lot of detail.
So, we need a detailed layout of the plaza. You know, I think I've got an idea where we could get our hands on something like that. Hey, Lupe, how'd you like to meet the coolest cat in the Commonwealth?
What? I'm really more of a dog person?
Foreshadowing.
Hey, do you think you could escort Lupe to Diamond City? I think it's a safe bet if she explains to the Ron what we need, he'd be able to find us something that fits the bill.
Note your card. The gunner attacks on the settlement scaled at my level or the city plan level. So it's done by vanilla scaling. Vanilla scaling is a combination of the zone that you're in and the player level. So it's you'll definitely see your level will increase the power of the gunners, and but up to a cap based on the zone that they're in. Oh, see, this is Bethesda AI doing its magic of some of the NPCs getting just plopped down close to the center of the settlement, which is like right here. All right, let's talk to Preston and see what happens.
General, what's your opinion of the Gunners?
There's no worse scum in the Commonwealth.
How are things going?
We're doing our best, and a lot of it has to do with your example.
I need your help to attack the Gunners.
Of course, you can count on the Minutemen to be there to help.
I appreciate the backup.
Don't worry. We'll show these Gunners what happens when they go up against the Minutemen.
Jacob told me you were the general of the Minutemen. It explains a lot about you.
So just little flavor. Lupe just throws in a line or two in some of the little things, just so you know she's with you. Which I love that our writers do stuff like that, like to take the time, because that's really like that little stuff is the difference between like a Bethesda RPG and like a typical game that just has dialogue in it. Is taking into account a lot of that little stuff. I really appreciate that. I know we're not always consistent with how much we do that, but I know in the main quest line they've been trying to do it a lot, which is awesome.
Hey,
here we go.
you're always a welcome sight. After everything that's happened,
This is the only one I haven't
we have
tested
our
yet.
feet under
Let's
us.
say hope it works.
We've been
Well, I
getting
haven't
more
tested the
patients,
vanilla ones yet. I
people
tested
coming their way
Minutemen,
to us
CPD,
from all over.
because I had those
We're
ready.
working hard, but
I forgot to test
in its own
Nightingales
way,
in
it's
this
heartening.
before the stream.
Raphael's taken to organizing the volunteers for regular patrols. I don't know where he found the sudden enthusiasm, but we're safer for it. Ellis has been quiet as of late, but I've never seen him this focused before. If he keeps up, he'll fill Cassandra's shoes in no time. It's hard to imagine the Nightingales without Cassandra. I understand why she wants to leave, but part of me wants to beg her to stay.
How are things going?
Attack the gunners.
Oh, I must have screwed up the dialogue tree there. Whoops.
Taking a side in this conflict.
That was not what I asked at all, Fiona.
That said, I do recognize what you're trying to do. We're bound to offer aid to any side that's left standing, but gunners haven't asked for it. I'll see about getting a cache of medical supplies to your people. I'd ask that you spare anyone that surrenders, but I know it's out of my hands.
Okay, so Nightingale's turn us down, which is understandable. And she also mentioned there's a cache here, so now I want to go rob that. Hey, Raph, what about you?
Hey, don't take this the wrong way, but you're sharper than I thought. Didn't figure that ship with the rabid raider would shake out this even. Could have just blamed me and called it a night. But you did it. Thanks for that.
Hey there.
Oh, yeah! Is it just me, or did it just get a lot cooler in here? Don't leave a cat hanging now. Give me some skin.
How are you feeling?
After a little medical intervention and some R&R, the Ron is feeling much better. Thank you for asking. Hey, before we get started with anything, I just want to say I heard you rescued Jake. I'm glad. And I'm glad you came out okay too.
Hello.
Hello to you, little lady, and welcome to the Ron's Information Emporium. I am the Ron, Chief Proprietor, Consecutive Employee of the Month, and Information Broker Extraordinaire. Whether you've got information to buy or you got information to sell, I'm the one you want to come see. I'm the Ron, baby. Oh yeah!
Okay.
Oh, that hits so good. I love Lupe's reaction to his salesman pitch.
The Gunner's Plaza? The more details, the better.
Oh, you mean the old GNN headquarters? Sure. Just give me a minute. I know I've got something here. Ask, and you shall receive.
I'm amazed you had something like this. It's exactly what we need.
What next?
If it's okay with you, I'm gonna stay here. I should update these blueprints, note down all the changes and defenses the Gunners have made. That is, if Mr. Ron doesn't mind me staying?
It's the Ron. I'll go find you some pencils.
Are you sure?
I think it's for the best. We don't have much time, and Mr. the Ron might still have more useful information. Once I'm done, I'll head back to Concord. I guess I'll hire a merc or something to bring me back.
What I'm debating right now is whether or not we try and do the battle, because you guys know how I am in combat, and the battle for GNN is probably the toughest encounter available in Fallout 4 right now, regardless of your load order, because it's just like we tuned it like crazy because we knew you were going to have tons of NPCs with, and we wanted it to be a challenge. We wanted it to be like a nice change of pace from you know, the building and stuff you have in SS2. And it's always fun to have like a big battle because we can make your character so damn OP. You know, you can challenge yourself once in a while. So what happens when you get back here, you see there is no Jake, and the message is on a note. You read it, and it says push this button. So, and then basically that switches, and then the objective should update in a second here. And now you get your final notice, so you can actually be like, no, I need more time, so now you can go work on the rest of this objective. So you can see I added this new objective. Oh, yes, the escort to the Rons didn't get completed, so I have that. That's the note I took. But recruit your allies. That will stay up until you manage to find all available allies. So since I'm not going to go do those main quests, I'm going to go ahead and say, yes, I'm finished recruiting. And then that pop-up also reminded players, hey, they'll get back to you in a day or two when everything's ready, because people will probably be wondering like, okay, when's the next quest start? And it actually takes, I think it's a 48-hour timer, which is good because I'm not ready to do it yet. So the interesting thing with the way the workshop system works is it takes all the numbers on your different workshop items and it combines them together to make one number on the workshop. So actually what I think the actual issue is, I think it's probably from the caravan. I'm betting that we're sharing out more than we have. Yeah, see, there goes the food. It just updated to 36. So I think what's going on here is there's just a bunch of stuff updating. My bet is we had something like we were sharing excess food and water, And then I broke things by reassigning people, and now my settlement is just like trying to recalculate everything right now. So once the sharing gets updated, it'll fix itself. So what we're gonna, I guess what we'll do in the meantime is just sort out our power situation, because that will inevitably sort of fix a lot of this stuff. Oh, here's why everything fell apart. We lost power to our municipal. All right, we're gonna cut. Basically, I want to cut this. I'm trying to cut all these other plots off from the caravan services. I'm going to give it its own private generator so that this cannot happen again. So you're going to cut from here, and you're going to cut from here, and let's give them their own little generator. Here you go. You're going to get excess power because it's that important to me that you never lose power. There we go. Okay, now he's got 10 power because it's a vanilla texture too. That's what's weird. So like there's got to be some pattern between people who are having that issue, and oh god, nope, we're not gonna fight with. All right, where's your arm? I want to pop that nuke in your hand. There we go. That is so satisfying every time. All right, this is not what I'm here for. I'm here to go to Hangman's Alley, which should be just a little bit north up here. Hello. Oh, wrong person, but I'll take it. Come on, peek, peek. I keep hitting the wrong, I'm aiming for this lady and I keep hitting her friends. How many are left back there? There's at least 2. I heard 2 different voices. I am not good at leading targets, clearly. I could have sworn I saw a guy with like a gas mask on or something. Maybe I'm crazy. Alright. Got ourselves some hangmans. Alright, let's manage city. Oh, we don't have any settlers. Alright, well, we're going to cheat that too. Call quest function SS2, NPC, recruitment manager, settlers. Come on. Give us a leader, please. I don't remember where settlers spawn for hangmans. Is it over here? Not Hangman's. Here we go. ROTC Hangman's Bake. Okay, so strong with designer. Oh, I was involved. I don't even remember what I did in this. I probably did the bad job. We had a job on each of the city plans, which was to go through and fix the nav mesh, and that was probably what I did on this, which just involved like walking NPCs through and testing, because I couldn't have done much. I did very little actual design work on here, but my name's on it, so I must have done something. I don't remember what though. What does the designer description say? Away we go.